Guys, it's rant time.
It's rant time.
You've probably been hiding under a rock if you don't know about the social unrest going on in the USA. The unemployment rate is the highest it's ever been, and we're in the midst of a global pandemic. So we've got unemployment peaking, global pandemics, and social unrest. Yet, the stock market is bouncing back as if none of this stuff is happening in the real world. What's going on? Hi guys, Any aka the Noctrader, your friendly neighbor swing trader, back again with another video. And what do we have here? Another green day as the market rallies back to a recovery. Dow Jones bullish, S&P 500 bullish, Nasdaq 100 bullish, Russell 2000 bullish, Nike 225 bullish, Euro Stocks 50 bullish, DAX bullish, and the VIX index selling off. You get a green day, you get a green day, you get a green day. But why, you ask? Why? Why is the stock market still rallying up when the world is falling apart? Well, we can thank our friend Quantitative Easing. Do you know what quantitative easing is? Well, if you don't, you should, because it's messing up the markets. I don't want to butcher the definition, so I thought I'd get my friend Investopedia to give me a nice and concise definition. Quantitative easing is a form of unconventional monetary policy in which a central bank purchases longer-term securities from the open market in order to increase the money supply and encourage lending and investing. Buying these securities adds new money to the economy and also serves to lower interest rates by bidding up fixed income securities. It also expands the central bank's balance sheets. In layman terms, the Fed are like, oh no, the market's gonna crash. I know what we can do. Let's just print more money and give it to the companies, so then their share price can stay up, even though they're not selling anything. This is what I like to call funny money. So what do you guys think about definition? If you like my definition, hit the like button. If you don't like it, hit the like button as well. Remember to hit the like button. So that concludes my Econ 101 lesson. Let's get back to the technical analysis. So you don't have to be a genius to see that the market is bullish. But how do you take advantage of these bullish moves? Well, I did take a little bit of a long position here, kind of. I didn't get the full amount that I should have because I exited a bit too early and I made about £150. But I want to show you the Dow Jones. This is what I identified in the Dow Jones, and this could have been a really great bullish move to take. On the 4-hour chart of the Dow Jones, I saw that there was 3 waves of bullish movement. It would go up and then it would kind of consolidate before going up again. And each time it went up in about 6 days. It went up about 1,645 pips. 6 days, 1,634 pips. 6 days, so we're on day 4 right now, and it went 1,645 pips. So I believe the place to cut your losses on this DGI trade would have been about 26614. Even though I missed most of the move, I still believe that there's a little bit more you can squeeze out of this trade. But as you know, I don't like to come in halfway on a trade. I like to get in early and then ride it up. So I probably won't be taking this trade, but as you can see, there's a pattern forming, and I could have jumped in here if I had identified it at the right time. But there'll be other moves. So I'm not gonna chase this one. I'm not gonna chase it because if I try and enter a long position now, even though there's about 300 pips that could be made, I wouldn't know where to set my stop loss, because you could be setting your stop loss as low as here. But even though it's a bullish move, I'm just going to wait it out and see if there's another opportunity to take a long position. If it retraces back a little bit, then maybe I might take a long, but you don't want to be chasing trades. Zoom was making an expanding wedge. I initially thought that Zoom was just going to sell off here. As you can see, I saw these lines here, but it wasn't meant to be. I've been imposing my own will on the market a lot, which is why I haven't really been entering the trades I should have, because I've been thinking in my head, because of what's going on in the world, at some point things are going to sell off. But with all the funny money flowing into the market, it could just be going up for Lord knows how long, until the Fed decides they're going to stop pumping money into the market. So I need to stop thinking with a bearish mentality when the markets are bullish. Give what the markets are giving you. Take what the markets are giving you. Edit that out. So yeah, expanding wedge on Zoom. Zoom's climbing up. Obviously, Zoom one of the winners from this COVID period. Everyone's and their mothers doing conference calls on Zoom now, so no surprise there. JetBlue looks like it's starting to make a recovery. Obviously, these airline stocks are a really tricky business right now, given this current state of the market, but I believe JetBlue is going to be the ones that will make a speedy return because they were doing better than a lot of the airline industry, other airline stocks before COVID, and there was so much information around them that would have made them one of the market leaders if this had not happened. So I believe that because they were in a strong position prior to COVID, when they get back on track and when all the other airlines get back on track, they'll probably have a speedier recovery. If you want to hear a bit more about why I think JetBlue is a buy, check out my video that I made last year about why JetBlue is a buy. The stuff then is still applicable now, because once they come out of COVID, they're going to be in a better position to really just take a big market share out of their competitors that are really wounded. They're all wounded right now, but they're especially in a good position given that they have the Airbus. They didn't invest in any of the Boeing planes. Anyway, I'm not going to go into it. Check out my other video about JetBlue and to explain why, to understand why I think JetBlue is a good buy. But I think JetBlue is on its road to recovery. You know what I like to see when I see a recovery? I like to see price go up, consolidate above the 15-day exponential moving average, then climb back up again. And that's exactly what it's done here. What I like to see right now is that I just like to see it find the support above this line to really make sure that it's really on a bullish move right now. So what I like to see from JetBlue is something like go up, come down, retrace back here, and then start moving up. And that will be a great move to show that it's really recovering. And last but definitely not least, let's take a quick look at Bitcoin. As you can see here, Bitcoin is lingering at that resistance line, which is a previous resistance that it's been staying true to since its first peak at 20k around December 2017. As you can see, the long-term technical analysis view of Bitcoin is a converging wedge, and because it's at the resistance now, it could do one or two things. Obviously, sell off or climb up. You don't even need to be a genius to know that, but this is a very pivotal point it's at right now. It's around the 10k mark, and it really needs to break out of this emphatically. If it breaks out to that upside, I think there'll be a lot of short positions that will be squeezed out, and then it can really start flying again. And if it starts selling off again, maybe it will have to just sell off a little bit more and then retest that resistance line at about 9,500. But I do believe that there's a breakout imminent to the upside in the medium to long term. And you can just see that even the MACD looks like it's curving up. Now, obviously, Bitcoin is very volatile. It's got a lot of whales, very liquid, very easily manipulated. So even my technical analysis can go out the window pretty quickly if one whale decides they want to manipulate the market and sell off or buy a lot of Bitcoin. But just off of the technical analysis, I can see right now, Bitcoin looks, in my opinion, short term, not sure, long term, bullish. And I think if it breaks out that 10k mark and breaks this resistance line in a real way, it will climb. Guys, it's been real, Any, aka the Noctrader, signing out.